Chloe from the Economics Tutoring Center at Arizona State University, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on the tools of the Federal Reserve. Before moving forward, the notation may vary from professor to professor, so always check with your class notations. So now let's do some problem for tools of the Federal Reserve. So question 1 reads, how would the Fed have to change the reserve requirements in order to increase the money supply? To review, the reserve requirement is the amount banks must hold in cash. So this is determined by the Federal Reserve. So if we want people to start spending more money and increase the money supply, what are we going to have to do with the reserve requirements to make this happen, is what this question is asking. So to increase money supply using reserve requirements as the tool, will reserve requirements go up or down? The answer is going to be reserve requirements will decrease. And this is because if reserve requirements decrease, the banks will not have to hold as much in cash, and therefore they will be able to loan out more money. So it is important to remember that this is assuming that banks loan out the money. The Federal Reserve can incentivize that banks loan out money, but cannot force them to do so. So now question 2. What would the Fed have to do to the discount rate so that money supply decreases? So we want our money supply to decrease. And as a reminder, the discount rate is the interest rate the Federal Reserve charges a member bank for a loan. So to decrease the money supply, the discount rate is going to increase. And as the discount rate goes up, it is more expensive for a bank to get a loan from the Fed. And studies have found as the rate goes up, banks are willing to take fewer risks and will loan out less money, therefore decreasing the money supply. So now question 3. How does the Fed have to use open market operations to increase the supply of... So now question 3. How does the Fed have to use open market operations to increase the money supply in the economy? As a quick reminder, banks can do 3 things. They can loan out our money, buy government bonds, and 3, hold cash. So now moving to the question, we want our money supply to increase. So in order to increase the money supply, the Federal Reserve is going to buy back government bonds from the bank. This means the bank has more money available to loan out because it's no longer being held up in government bonds. Again, as the previous problems, this is assuming that banks loan out the money to increase the money supply. I hope you found that video helpful. If you have any further questions, please visit us in the Economics Tutoring Center in the BA building or check with your professor.